Hello, and welcome to the Technology Access Program, or TAP for short, workshop on Archive My Stuff. TAP is part of Somerville-Cambridge Elder Services. So, in this workshop, we're going to talk about what do you want to delete, what do you want to keep, and storage options. So, what do you want to delete? Deleting is fine if you're sure you don't need or want some files anymore. Figuring out what you want to delete can be a challenge, but just because you're deleting it off your phone or computer doesn't mean that it has to be permanently deleted. Remember, also, just because you put something in the trash doesn't mean it's really deleted. You have to empty the trash bin. Now, this varies a bit depending on the device or the app, but most trash bins will store data for at least 30 days. Some of them will even store everything until you empty the bin, so keep that in mind. So, what do you want to save but not keep on your device? Photos, videos, music? Think about all the things you might want to access at some point but don't need cluttering up your device, like old photos, old documents, old music. These can be backed up and stored elsewhere. Now, one piece of advice is to keep a simple, easy name for your backup. You want names that will help you identify what you're looking for just by looking at them. So, say you want to back up your old taxes, call it taxes in the year that you're of the taxes. So, the name would be something like if you did your taxes for 2024, you could put in taxes 2024 as the name of the backup. Regular maintenance. You want to review your archive, update files, and ensure your storage devices or sites are working. Now, how do you do this? You want to go to the site if you're backing up online and ensure the backup data is there. And if you're backing up to a device, you want to open that device up and make sure your backup is there and ensure you're seeing the correct files there. Storage options. We have a whole class on storage, so we won't spend a lot of time on that here. Once you've decided what to keep, finding out where to keep the files is your next step. If you really want to save some data, I would recommend backing up in two places. Backed up in a zip file or files on a free storage website, and making a physical copy somewhere, either on an external hard drive or a thumb drive or some other form of media. But definitely, I recommend having multiple backups. Now, the pros and cons of backing up online. Pros: you don't have to worry about maintaining the backup as much. Cons: there is a subscription cost, of course, when you're backing up online. There are privacy concerns. And technically speaking, you don't own the backup. What does that mean? Well, technically, they have the right to your data. And if you don't continue your subscription, you don't own that backup anymore. Now, pros and cons of backing up to a device. You own the backup, everything's yours. It's a one time cost, and there are no privacy concerns. However, the con here is you have to maintain the backup in the device. You have to make sure the device is backing up regularly and check on it often. Now, another thing to think about with archiving your stuff is legacy contacts. Google and Facebook allow you to select legacy contacts. This allows you to select someone who can manage your account once you're no longer able to manage it yourself. Definitely something worth looking into. Now, what do you do with old tech? Well, the towns of Cambridge and Somerville have disposal for tech. Staples will take a lot of your old tech for free as well. Best to call your town hall and see what days and dates you can dispose of unwanted technology and if there are charges for anything. And contact Staples before bringing your unwanted devices to be sure they'll take it. According to the website, they do take a lot of tech for free. Now, deleting data from unwanted devices. If you have data on any of the devices that you want purged, you should make sure to remove that before getting rid of it. There are paid services for this, and just make sure your devices don't have any personal data on them before you purge them. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate your attention in this workshop, and I hope you got something out of it. And once again, we're part of Somerville-Cambridge Elder Services, and we're here to help. If you need help with Somerville-Cambridge Elder Services, please give us a call at 617-628-2601, or you can email us at info@eldercare.org, or you can find us online at eldercare.org. Thanks for your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.